welcome to another edition of After the Whistle, December 7th. We are here. Trifecta is here. We got a proud papa over here.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Stevie Patrick is here.
Yes,
soon to be happy birthday guy over here.
Yeah, be nervous. I thought you were going to be soon to be.
No. Not soon to be papa. Proud papa, though.
He's a proud papa, too, but tomorrow's his birthday. We got Todd here, man. There's a lot going on in this show today. Y'all going to enjoy it. I mean, we're going to get into it later on. But first, I know you had a nice little father-son moment after the game.
Oh, man, yeah. It was great. It was a moment that was coming for a long time. You know what I'm saying? We foreseen it. I told him I seen this moment since he was a kid, and it came to life, man. I've never been more proud in my life. He has one as a freshman, but this senior one means the most to him. You know, he earned this one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of him. So proud of him. Happy. I love him. I love you, Steph.
Yeah, he talked about it. I could tell, too, as each time the games I came and talked to him afterwards, they was just like, he was like the BC High game. That was the turning point. Yeah. That was pretty much the turning point game. Because when I talked to him after that game, he was pretty much, just saying, like, all we got to do these little things, hold ourselves more accountable, play more aggressive, and we'll be all right.
And they did exactly what he said. Yeah. They finished up. Janelle, too. He said it in one of your interviews. He said, we have better DBs and better receivers, and that's the bottom line. And that showed at the end of the day.
Well, definitely.
They brought the trophy home.
Well, definitely congrats to your son. I can definitely understand the mindset of wanting to do more in the championship run, because I've been part of a team that kind of just sat there and kind of just got a ring. Yeah. And then the next year, I was an intricate part of winning the ring, so I totally understand that. So definitely congrats to your son, man, and keep moving forward.
He's a good dude too, right? Mook sees him a lot.
I like talking to him.
Bro, he's your son, though.
Yeah.
I mean, how far up is he? You know what I mean? Like,
we'll get into more of that. We'll get into more of that later on in this show. Let's run down through some NFL. Season's winding down. At some point, I'm like kind of turned off with the NFL at this point, because there's not that many intriguing games left. Intriguing storylines.
Me and my dad was just talking about the NFL, and he never like destroys them. Oh, he's sick of them. He's a quarterback suck. Like, the play call suck. It's just bad football, bro.
It's the play call, though. It's the play call. But I don't think the quarterback sucks, man. He's not the greatest, but.
Well, no, he's talking overall in the league, like just the quarterbacks. I told him he's the backup, you know what I mean? And just like, the whole trend they're really trying to push, hit the brakes a little bit, because you guys are ruining football.
This dude's dad, when he gets on a roll, he
don't say much, but when he does, it's like an avalanche of jokes and insults and hilariousness.
The Pats, man, they dropped another one, and the thing about this game was like the last 5 minutes, it was kind of like they gave up. They had 3 timeouts and they didn't use it, and they just let the Bills take the knee. It was just like they conceded in this game, and it didn't look good.
They conceded in the first half.
Yeah, I thought it would look good when they got that first touchdown. When they went up 7-3, I thought, we might have an interesting game. And then after that,
it seems like the Pats are one of those teams, based off how much they make it to the red zone. That's how they continue to play. Like, if they're not making it to the red zone, they're like, you know what? We're playing the Bills. We know we're not even supposed to win this game. Let's just try not to get injured and get out this game safe.
I agree, but I'm not one, to make excuses, and I don't think the Pats are either. But Damian Harris, that's a key injury for us. Right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We need him, and if you think about it, Mac was only sacked one time, so it's not like he was, he was under pressure, but it wasn't crazy.
But overall, they just lost to a better team.
Yeah.
The way the Bills were calling plays, Josh Allen was not your leading rusher. They're actually valuing his safety now. So then it's like they're allowing the other plays to be more productive, and it's seeing that it's working.
Yeah, they're getting the ball to the playmakers.
Yeah, 100% in the red zone. So they just better overall team. Had the ball 16 more minutes. Yeah. It was just kind of like when an older cousin just lays on you and you can't get up. The one day I'll get you, but it's just like it's nothing you can do no matter how hard you fight.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Because as you said, you talk about the play calling, because the Patriots offense, it's like a struggle for them to to get the ball to their playmakers' hands. And they got guys who can make plays. It's just getting them the ball or just finding different types of ways to get them the ball.
Listen.
I knew when you had Matt Patricia calling your offensive plays, it was just like, bro,
that's a favor. That's Bill Belichick doing a favor. Doing a favor to his boy.
I mean, for one, we still live in the good old boy network.
Yeah.
So at some point, you got to show what you know. All that relationship stuff, you messing with the money.
He only has 6 or 7 coaches on his staff. Do you know that? They got the least amount of coaches in the NFL.
They're messing with the money, man.
They just need to they need to change some stuff. The league's changing, you know, especially offensively. You got to change. You got to get like some new coordinators. Get a young coordinator.
You can put some dynamite around that coaching staff and blow it up.
I want that.
And just bring in new people.
And 2 of them are his sons.
My thing is, Belichick's how old now?
I think he's like 70.
He's only going to get more detached from the players. Yeah. He don't know what none of these guys are into, what they go through. Yeah. He don't know anything about pop culture
but
anymore.
But like you said, just how the decision making, it's not the same as it was in the 90s, in the 2000s for a coach. You know, you got to make different. A lot of coaches are going for it on fourth, and you know what I'm saying? Just different
analytics,
being more aggressive. And,
you just gotta do some type of adaptment. You know, a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. Because defense is fine. Just a little adaptation on the offense. If you could get like 21 points a game, you'll be fine because the defense is good enough to hold teams to like 17 points.
Yeah.
So,
I just say a new regime needs to come to the team.
Or that.
I don't think we're going to get players unless we get a new coaching regime.
Like, hey, man.
I mean, how many guys from Belichick's time are still coaching? Granted, he's a great coach, but once again, when it comes a point where the players who now consider kids to him no longer want to hear you. The things you're saying, you kind of, even in school, I tell them, like, I write stuff on the board every day, so you don't want to hear me every day, because at some point, you're not going to want to hear me. I'm not going to want to talk to y'all. You do it every day.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll see what happens next. They're playing the Cardinals, another dysfunctional team, on Monday Night Football, so hopefully they get it.
Shout out to the past weekend on Monday night games, but can we win something?
Are you sure they didn't change that? I heard they was trying to change it.
Maybe they did, but as of now,
because there would have been four primetime games for the Pats in a row. I think they're trying to change it or something.
Well, as of looking now, they're still playing Monday night.
Okay.
All right. Should we consider Jalen Hurts an MVP candidate the way him and the Eagles are playing?
We've been speaking about that already. I asked Hood about it over the weekend, and he addressed Mahomes, but I'm like, it's just like, Mahomes has consistently been great, but Hurts is like just came onto the scene and he's playing outstanding.
He's breaking records.
Yeah, so it's one of those things like his momentum is so strong. I don't see him not winning MVP.
Last week he broke a record, right? Yeah. Last game he broke a record with the most yards on offense. Okay. 3,549 yards in the first 12 games of the season for the Eagles. That's incredible. Yeah. McNabb held it like 20 yards less. That's impressive, man. When you're breaking McNabb's records in your second year, really, it's like his rookie year, to be honest, because they didn't give him a chance last year.
But you know how professional sports are. They're like, you played great this year, I got to see you do it again next year. And then we might give you the MVP.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely deserving of, even if he don't get it, he's deserving of votes.
He's deserving of votes.
He's deserving of it. His team's 11-1.
Yeah.
12-1 or whatever they are. They only got one loss. Okay.
And he's got a.
But just look at how the MVP gets voted. It's just.
So this is what I'm saying. I'm just because these MVP stuff, they go by numbers and stuff like that. Okay. You know, sometimes they only go by record, and then you just look at numbers wise. You see Mahomes got 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, leads the league in passing. Right now. Okay. And Hurts is all the way at number 9 in the league in passing. You know, he's
how many rushing touchdowns does Mahomes have though?
Well, shoot, I don't even know. Let me look at that for you.
Because Hurts does a lot with his legs. I think he does a lot more. But I think Hurts does more.
I'll look that up for you right now.
But the Chiefs aren't running the ball 40-some times. So it's like more weight on Mahomes' shoulders, unfortunately. That's why I think if Hurts plays well another season, they'll give him that. But just look at all the MVPs, like when it comes to like
2 rushing touchdowns.
2 rushing touchdowns. Yeah. Hurts has that in a game.
But Mahomes don't run. He's not a scram. They don't use him in the running game like they use.
Mahomes' name's already sketched in the sand. And when the water goes over, it's still there.
All right. All right, I understand. No. Listen, I love Patrick. Just by his name alone. I love him. Okay, but
no, I think Hurts is an MVP. I think he is the MVP this season. But you know how it goes. They don't want that flukeness. So, and unfortunately, how many?
And he broke another record. Okay, he broke another record: 350 passing yards, 3 TDs. A rushing touchdown. Now we're talking about season MVP numbers.
I get that.
Okay,
I get all that.
and he has 2 other games with 300 yards, and then the rest of those stats: 3 TDs.
Only question I have
and a
is
rushing touchdown.
how many MVPs were considered okay the year before, and then came on the season was just great and got the MVP? That's all I'm saying.
A couple. It's happened.
It's happened, but it's gonna be. He'll be in the conversation.
Does he have an MVP already?
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should have like 2.
Right. I think it's time for Hurts. We'll see. What, 7 games, 6 games left?
There's a couple games. There's like 4 or 5 games left in the season. But the way Hurts has been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him the MVP. I don't be surprised. But this also shows you what happens when you give a quarterback a legitimate wide receiver that you can just throw the ball. You just throw the ball. It could be. Yeah. It could be whatever type of pass. You could just throw it up and he'll get it.
He's crazy.
You get what? You get a number 1 receiver, your stock goes up. It happened to him, happened to Josh Allen. You get these guys number 1 receivers and they look like, world beaters. So
that's a good point. That's a good point.
So we gonna have to look at AJ Brown. AJ.
Yeah, but my case is he's doing more at his feet.
Yeah.
So too, then
it's that scheme. It's that scheme.
They run the ball like 30 plus times a game.
Like 50.
Like I get it, but like they're helping him way more than Mahomes gets.
Okay,
Mahomes
so
don't
if
get
they
that
run the
help.
ball so much and he's having 350 yards and 300-yard games.
Hey, listen.
Passing.
If they close out the season 15-1 or whatever, he should be MVP.
How many losses Mahomes had? How many losses?
3 or 4. Yeah, because you look at it, so
and
usually
get at least one more before it's done.
Probably, but you look at throughout history, usually guys who lead a team are like those type of record as a team, like 15-1 and stuff like that. They usually get MVPs and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying he has more help than Mahomes. That's why people are putting Mahomes ahead of him.
Yeah, he does.
What do you mean? You just.
We'll talk about that because Travis Kelce, the guy people think is better than Gronk, always be doing stuff that makes you be like, well, don't ever compare this guy to Gronk ever in your life.
He ain't Gronk, but he's
has Hurts thrown the ball over 40 times, 50 times consistently before. Like Mahomes done it multiple times because they need him too.
Right.
That's meaning he has less help than Hurts. They don't need Hurts to do that. They need Hurts to be consistent.
Look at those weapons he got over there.
They need him to be consistent.
He got weapons.
They need consistency from Hurts. That's it.
He lost his nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
And he's still putting up these numbers. Yeah. I mean, the nuclear weapon.
Because he still has weapons.
The nuclear weapon.
Because he's good.
Yeah, he's really good.
I'm just saying he's good.
But Jalen Hurts is having a better season.
Yeah, I just said multiple times. I agree.
MVP.
But I'm just saying, don't be surprised if you don't get it.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, like we all in agreement.
Yeah, won't be surprised. All right, okay. This game, I just put this up because I didn't watch this game, but when I was looking, I saw the stats and I saw they scored 33 points in the 4th quarter.
Oh, the boys.
The Cowboys. I don't even know how you let a team score 33 points.
They're bad.
I don't even know how you score 30. Some teams don't even throw 33 points in a game. And the Colts, it was just like one fumble just was turned into like a wave of, long touchdowns.
They got a coach named Saturday that just signed last Saturday. Okay.
Oh, we did?
No, he signed.
Okay.
Nah, I like that.
But I'm just saying.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, I'm just saying, for real. And that's why they
the Colts
couldn't hold on like that.
They're dysfunction anyways. They're dysfunction. They fired the coach. They got an old quarterback whose arm is pretty much, his arm's done. Matt Ryan, his arm is done. And it's like, they got all the talent around, but it's just like the two most important parts of a team, coach and a quarterback. You fire the coach, the quarterback is all in. It's like, well.
So what do you guys think about Dallas, though? Is it, what do you think, though?
Dallas, I was telling him on a previous show, Dallas, don't be surprised if, what Stephen A. always says.
Yeah,
what can go wrong will go wrong.
Because, if you look at their losses, they lost to the Bucks, the Packers, and the Eagles.
What's up with Zeke, though?
All top-tier quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, and there's a possibility they might have to go on the road in the playoffs because if the Bucks win their division, and Philly wins their division, then the Cowboys will probably have to go to Tampa, and Brady's 7-0 against the Cowboys.
The only issue I really have with the Cowboys is what's up with their running game because it's not consistent.
It's been consistent the past couple weeks. How was it?
No, but I'm saying, is he going to be number one? Because he needs to be the number one running back.
No, Pollard.
Pollard.
Yeah, he's been. I think the last couple of games he's been starting right now. So
it needs to be every game consistent.
They just using Zeke in the red zone and
all they need to do what they did
game situations.
Or they need to do what they did in what was that game? There was a game where they had Pollard had 20 carries, Zeke had 16 or something carries.
That's all right.
They need to do the Minnesota game. They each had 15 carries, but even though Pollard did more work, but they need to give that balance because Zeke's bigger.
In this game, Pollard had 3.1 more yards per carry. 7.6 yards a carry, bro. He needs a little more. I don't mind if Zeke get 12, Pollard get 22.
Their success depends on that.
Yeah, exactly. But Zeke's been showing his digression. He's been digressing just consistently. I don't know what's going on, with his body. But I don't. So to me, that's gonna be.
He's a running back.
Determining.
NFL running back. Your body just wears down, man.
Especially once they come in the league, they force feed them to carry the ball.
And he was holding out, things of that nature. You know what I mean? Kind of.
He was in Campbell too.
Kind of messing with his time.
Yeah.
So, hopefully Pollard,
But their success, their postseason success will depend on those two guys running back. Because Dak, he's been the defense
is unbelievable.
The defense is great. The defense is great.
Picking up where they left off last year.
Yeah. So it's the point in the postseason if they get a 14-0 lead. Or if they jump on you early, then,
it might
that's
be over
it.
for you.
Pretty much. Now we letting our run game take over.
They could just go back to
unless you're playing Mahomes or Hurts.
You know the old formula. Y'all got 3 Super Bowls doing it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the team is kind of made up.
Yeah. But
Yeah, it does remind me a lot of that team. A lot of that team.
You got 2 running backs. Emmitt Smith was as good as 2 running backs.
Right.
So,
Right, he was both of them combined.
So,
the speed and the power.
Yeah.
I get you. Definitely.
Yeah, so, we'll see what happens with Dallas, but the Cowboys train, I just be you just can't hop on it because it's just you're setting yourself up for disappointment and end up like that guy who got caught with his girlfriend, with his side chick at the game when they lost to the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad look.
I remember last postseason when they lost to the 49ers, they was showing the fans, and they had one dude and a girl looking all miserable, and that was his side chick. Don't take your side chick out to a game, especially when there's going to be cameras
everywhere.
Public. There's a camera everywhere nowadays.
He said out in public.
I'm just saying, or a different state or something,
something.
Or just be loyal.
Right?
That's what you need to be.
Yes.
There you go.
Be loyal.
Black men don't cheat.
Exactly. We don't at all. It's the other fellas. All right. Last one. This is the last one. Chiefs and the Bengals. So the Bengals have beaten the Chiefs 3 times, I believe, this calendar year. They beat them twice in January. And it's always back to this Travis Kelce thing. The Chiefs are up, they're driving, and you just let a man muscle the ball out of you. And as big and strong as that guy is, there's no way that should ever happen. And it was just there's the game right there, and then kicker, you got to make the field goals.
Yeah, man.
You got to make these field goals.
If you see a team who's known for scoring an abundance amount of points can't get anything in the fourth, you have to help them out when you lose by 3.
Just get 3.
Now, was that more on their offense or more on Cincy's defense? Because I don't.
Cincy's defense did what they do. They created that one turnover, which was the biggest play of the game. Yeah. But the offense was moving the ball. You just don't turn the ball over.
Right.
And then, it's those little things in sports.
So it was more on the offense then.
Yeah.
It was more on the offense.
More on those skill guys.
That goes to my point.
I mean, quarterback gets you the ball. You just can't be letting somebody muscle you and take the ball away.
I mean, that's kind of the main objective of football, seeing who's the stronger of the two. It's mano-y-mano.
Yeah.
Y'all lifting the massive weights for what? Their workouts are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Are they not? Like, they don't even look like regular human beings when you put them in regular society. When they're walking down the street, it's like, what is that? And I know some Division I football players, and they just don't look like regular human beings. We're fit, but those people look like Greek gods or something like that.
Yeah. So, and with that said, the Chiefs are still, I think they still have the best record in the AFC. I think they're still in the number 1 seed in the AFC, and they might have home field advantage again.
In the AFC?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
God.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got 3 losses.
They're tied with the Bills. They both have a 9-3 record. But still.
I don't understand Cincinnati. I don't know what's been going on with them this year.
I don't know.
You beat teams like this. You barely beat anybody when the season starts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, but my boy came back.
But they're catching
Chase.
Chase came back, but they're getting their groove.
Motivation.
They're getting their momentum now. Plus, with the Ravens, Lamar Jackson's hurt.
Chase was there when they was like 0-4, bro.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
He was not 0-4.
They weren't 0-4, but yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there when they was. Wasn't
Yeah,
0-3
but they really tanked when he got injured though.
Yeah. But he's back now, so they can make that run. Plus, now they're tied with the Ravens for first place in the division. Lamar Jackson, he's hurt. He's out. So
How long is he out?
I don't know how long he's out, but Ravens. The Ravens might lose him in the offseason.
Is anybody ever gonna listen to this guy? His usage rate is ridiculously high. He just can't stay healthy for a full season based on what they're putting out there.
Yeah, and they can't even give him no receivers.
Right, he gets injured every season, right?
They can't give him no receivers.
I mean,
Makes no sense. Get the man some receivers. Get him something.
Like they played a man like he Bo Jackson in Techno Bowl. He just at quarterback. That's a problem. Bo Jackson was a physical specimen. Lamar Jackson, speed-wise is, size-wise is not.
A lot of that's him too, though, because it's a lot of RPOs.
Yeah,
So
that offense. I mean,
it's his choice. He can get that ball off if he wants to.
I mean, hey, if you don't re-sign with the Ravens, somebody's about to throw a boatload of money at him.
And some blockers too.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's the Patriots. Come on, Kraft.
We could have drafted him.
Kraft might want him. I don't know if Belichick wants all that.
We could have drafted the Pats.
They do less with more. They do more with less.
Yeah.
You see what happens? They get them a stellar quarterback. They don't know what to do with him.
Pats could have drafted him. But anyways, we're going to go to Craig in No Huddle. Fantasy football playoffs is starting soon, so he's going to give y'all some tips who to pick up in the waiver wire and all that. I was 0-2 in both my leagues.
I'm out of my league.
Well, I was in first place in one league, but I'm in second now. And then in another league, I'm struggling to make the playoffs. So.
Apparently, y'all need to make some moves to level up.
Nah, it's over for me. It's over for me.
Shit, it's over for me. Well, actually, one of my leagues, I'm still right there.
Yeah, it's over.
I might be able to make something happen.
In one league, it's over with, but I got hope for the other league. So check Craig out, and then we're going to come back, talk a little college football and boxing.
What up, everybody, and welcome to No Huddle here on After the Whistle. It's your boy Craig, coming to you live from the bedroom. Had to do it here. So let's jump into it. The starts of the week. We always go quarterback first, so let's do it. My starting quarterback is Derek Carr versus the Los Angeles Rams. No Aaron Donald, no offense. Defense is going to get him out early and often, leaving Derek Carr ample opportunity to air the ball out to the likes of Devontae Adams. Dak Prescott, pretty much must start every week, but with that being said, going up against Houston, super favorable matchup, so I like him to go lights out. Geno Smith versus Carolina. Carolina is not a good team. Seahawks have been proven to be doing really well, and Geno Smith is going to have his way with them. This is my sleeper pick of the week. Mac Jones against Arizona. Arizona's defense is, minuscule at best, and Mac Jones needs some recovery. He needs to get some work done, and I believe that he does that against Arizona. Running backs, even though Josh Jacobs is a must-start, this is his most favorable matchup. Like I said, they're going to get the offense off the field. They're going to score a lot of points, therefore allowing Josh Jacobs to get a lot of run time. Ezekiel Elliott versus Houston. We all know that Tony Pollard has been the man lately for Houston, for Dallas, but against Houston, Elliott's going to get those garbage time points. Stevenson for the New England Patriots going up against Arizona. I do believe that the Patriots will lead this game at some point, and their run defense is not great, therefore giving Stevenson lots of touches. On the same side, the Patriots defense isn't that great at stopping the run, so look at James Conner to get some good touches. Wide receivers. We all know in Dallas that CeeDee Lamb is the man, but going up against Houston, I think Michael Gallup is going to get a lot of touches himself. Going against Minnesota, DJ Chark getting healthier each week, making some really, really nice catches in his past 2 games. I expect him to get a tutty against Minnesota, whose secondary is not so incredible. And they'll be putting Patrick Peterson on CeeDee Lamb, leaving Gallup as man number 2. After on Amon St. Brown, so leaving DJ Chark as number 2. Juju Smith-Schuster, a name you're not really hearing a lot of this season, but has a good matchup going against Denver. Denver's just a bad team in general, so Juju will get his points. Joshua Palmer for the Chargers going up against Miami. This is going to be a shootout, and Palmer has shown to be the number 2 guy, and I like him in this matchup. For tight ends, TJ Hawkinson has been a little lackluster these past 2 weeks. Look for him to have a resurgence against Detroit. Evan Ingram has been looking good these past couple weeks. Look for him to continue that on against Tennessee. Dawson Knox, who's been pretty much tight end irrelevant this season, only having a handful of games where he looked even halfway good. But I think he's going to have a touchdown against the Jets. If you're desperate for a tight end and Knox is either on the waiver or on your bench, I'd say plug him in and see what happens. Foster Moreau for Oakland, once again going up against the Rams. No Aaron Donald, time to throw the ball. And Moreau will be a great option next to Max Hollins. And then for defenses, Cincinnati Bengals are going up against Cleveland. Deshaun Watson's second game, and I think he is having a tough time. And so I think Cincinnati's underrated defense is going to take advantage of that. Dallas going up against Houston is just going to be a beatdown. So look for Dallas to have some interceptions. They're bringing Mills back to start, and I think he's going to throw some picks. So check out for that. San Fran going against Tampa. I think this is going to be a really good game, and I think that there's even a chance that Tom Brady could win. But I also think he's going to get sacked a lot. I think he might throw an interception, and I think they're just going to score points. Finally, Seattle going up against Carolina. Carolina sucks. Seattle's defense has been playing tough, and I think they're going to get some points. So if you're desperate, do it. If you're desperate for a quarterback as well, feel free to throw in Ryan Tannehill. That's all I have for you this week. See you next week on No Huddle. Back to After the Whistle.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Quickly, we're going to do a little college football and a little boxing. All right, college football playoffs. We got Michigan taking on TCU, and we got Georgia taking on Ohio State. And the only thing is how close will Ohio State make it? Will make the game against Georgia because, Georgia is just, they
experience and talent. That's what Georgia is. Experience and talent.
And it's just like some of these guys, it's like these guys, some of those guys were on the bench last year and they just kept, they just got thrown in there and it's just like they picked up right when they left off. And the crazy thing is, next year it's about to be even more crazier because they got even more stars coming in.
It's a well-oiled machine, man.
So I said the system, unbelievable.
They just need a consistent, like a quarterback that can scare. Right. If they get like a quarterback that can scare you.
I mean,
their game isn't offense.
Yeah,
their game is defense.
They got a quarterback that can manage the game. But imagine if they had a quarterback that could scare you. So you got to deal with these heavy artillery defense, and now you're dealing with this type of offense.
If they don't have one already, they're gonna get one. You don't think so? Why?
That just makes them Georgia, bro. They got everything but that.
Yeah.
And they still win.
True. But I think They're going to get a nice stud.
I just think they just like quarterbacks that don't bring too much attention to their team because everything else. So they need a guy that's kind of like not as skilled.
A guy named
headstrong.
Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, but headstrong, immature, because he's a grown man.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things like less is more with your quarterbacks.
Like
It seem like
Stetson
that.
Bennett.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
I think
like
it's
you
dumb.
said, though, defense is their game, though.
I think it's dumb though, because all them quarterbacks coming out of Georgia, you don't look at any of them.
It's that whole state.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
The
So-
amount of places.
So it makes me wonder, like, do them coaches have connections with those dads or them players that might be all right? You know, they are Division I quarterbacks, but you got guys that like.
I was listening to a
stars.
podcast. I mean, I told you I was listening to a podcast. It was just like University of Georgia football. It's just like they don't ever want to put in a black quarterback in there. I think the last one they had was like Quincy Carter, and then there was another dude, I forget his name, but he backed up Vic in Atlanta, but I forget his name. He backed up Michael Vick in
Last
Atlanta.
name with a P?
I forget. I honestly
Was it
forget.
T?
Whatever.
Nah. But he played at Georgia, but yeah, he backed up Vic in Atlanta. Those like the only two I could think of. I mean, then when I'm like looking at their history, like I'm just like they had Justin Fields was there. They had Justin Fields, but they
He
chose.
transferred out.
He left because they chose another guy that wasn't that good over him, just because he led them to the title the year
Same
before.
coaching staff?
Same coaching staff. Cam Newton's right in the backyard.
The crazy thing about it, how that state runs. They all about black success.
Or Atlanta area.
Yeah, you know, let me rephrase that. How Atlanta's run, which should have an influence on Georgia football.
Heck,
Because
yeah, Herschel Walker, his crazy self running for like, what is it, Senate or something?
they
Like,
need to start
A
putting
lot
that
of those
man.
dudes are going to.
Stop
A lot of those dudes are going to Alabama.
Stop
Straight
putting
down
that man. Yo, let me say something about Herschel Walker. Stop putting that man in front of a mic. Yo, man, I don't care. Stop putting that man in front of a mic. It's insulting to our culture, man. Y'all think y'all funny doing that to him? It ain't funny. My bad, Pedro, man. Nah.
What are they doing?
Bro, you ain't seen Herschel Walker? Like, he has a consistent run of ridiculousness on the
he win?
microphone, bro.
no, he lost.
He lost?
Yeah, he lost.
Okay.
Thank God.
Bunch of ridiculousness on the.
Thank
They
God.
purposely doing that because they know.
Thank God. But
don't even
other
pay
teams in
attention
here,
to
we
that
got
part.
Michigan in here back. And you know, we talked about Michigan turning the tide. Me and him talked
yeah.
about it, how those recruits are finally starting to like, you know, pan out, and the guys Harbaugh brought in are starting to get it.
Michigan
So,
looks really good. Bro.
they
look like
they're
gonna
old
win it
school.
all.
They're like they're really old school.
Yeah,
They're
man.
a strong defense, strong running game.
Everything.
Quarterback make enough passes, and the quarterback's really good too. So they got a really good
coaching,
team.
like, it's unbelievable.
But the thing is, if they beat TCU and Ohio and Georgia beats Ohio State, it's like, you know, you're running into that monster again. So it's like, you know, because Georgia, it's just like they're different.
I get it. They're definitely different. Georgia's that team.
Yeah.
But Michigan just looks like it's their year. Just like I would say we knew with the prep team in high school.
Hey, yeah, you never know. Crazy things happen.
It looks like it's their year. It looks like it's Michigan's year. to me.
Yeah, crazy things happens, but you know, hey, we'll
But-
see what happens.
but
We'll see what happens in the
Georgia,
playoffs.
you know.
Yeah, Georgia, man.
Georgia's that team, though. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's like you watch them and you're just like, yeah,
They're special.
better. Because you could be like a person that don't even watch college football, and if you turn the TV on and watch Georgia for the first time, and you just be like, okay, I understand why they're the number one team in the
it's
nation.
like they just look like an NFL team, man.
Every couple years, some teams just look like powerhouses.
Like
and you
that,
can't do
there was that
nothing with
one.
them.
That one. My bad for cutting.
No,
you
you
off.
good.
That one Alabama team. I think that one. I think it was like the 2018 Alabama team.
Or a couple years ago, the Georgia team.
Yeah,
Who lost in the chip, and then you was like, nah, they're gonna be back next year, even better.
Yeah,
and
they
they
did.
ran through everybody.
Yeah. So we'll see when the college football playoffs happen. You know, January, once the year turns. All that. All right, quickly before we get into our high school sports stuff, quick boxing update. What we got here? We got Tyson Fury retained his WBC.
That was a beat down for the third time.
Yeah.
Chisora.
Oh,
For the third time.
I mean,
Whooped his butt,
I mean, you
bro.
could call that.
there
a
were people in the stands.
Huh?
There were people in the stands.
Yeah, yo, Chisora made like 8 million, something like
Got
that.
the brakes beat off him.
And Tyson made like 20.
Yeah, shout, man,
So I don't know who was in the stands.
Yeah,
but
this was in London. This happened in London. You know,
we
everyone-
wasn't going to that.
Yeah, I don't even think he can fight in the United States right now.
Yeah, it
I think
happened.
he got to get some
Well,
licenses.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Shit.
Yeah, well, so, the note page you'll have here went around 10. It went all 10 rounds. It went 10 rounds, and then the referee stopped. It was stopped by the referee. Should have stopped it after 5, but maybe the way that
probably after 3, really.
Has Tyson Fury ever fought Joshua?
Nah, that they trying to make that fight.
He might as well just beat on him just to say he beat everybody.
Yeah.
Because Joshua ain't got no chance. But you know what, man? Put him in the ring with him anyways.
What I like about Tyson Fury is he tells the truth. Yeah. He said none of these dudes can deal with Deontay Wilder. He said he's the only one that can deal with him. Yeah, and I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe he's the only one that can, because Wilder's,
Tyson, he's a boxer.
He's the only one I seen drop Tyson like that. He dropped Tyson. Wilder's, but who we got?
And Wilder dropped him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But he dropped Wilder.
Tyson different though.
Yeah, Tyson
that gypsy stuff. I don't know that gypsy stuff.
And when Wilder's like when your second best boxer in that realm is like an ex-Division I football player who didn't really grow up fighting, and then your best fighter is that grew up fighting.
Yeah,
it's a whole different level, bro.
Tyson Fury's father's like a gypsy street fighter.
Yeah, it was a knuckle boxer, something like that. I think his brothers do. His brothers do it too. Like
crazy.
Yeah. So, they don't look like the people that be looking. No, they don't want problems. Yeah. It's just they welcome problems.
It's just hard to beat somebody who's just born to fight.
Yeah. Hey, for someone that tall, he got speed. He can move his feet.
He got size.
That's what I mean. Someone that big, he's heavy, but he's quick. He's strong.
He don't look that quick when you see him.
All right, the other one, we got two on Saturday, actually. We got Terrence Crawford versus David Avanesian.
That's my favorite fighter.
Avanesian.
That's my favorite fighter, TC.
Avanesian.
That ain't
Terrence Crawford.
That ain't the last name I wanted to hear.
Yeah, but nah. Let's talk about TC real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm messing me with this.
Why
say what I want to hear, bro.
This is what we're gonna talk about. Oh, you an Errol Spence guy?
Nah, my whole point is they was doing all that talking. Now you got to throw this guy before. Like I don't want no tune-up.
Yeah, but that's not his fault.
Go fight, man.
That's not Crawford's fault.
I never said it was.
Crawford was ready to take whatever to fight Spence. He want to fight Spence. I think Spence ducking him, to be honest. But I'm not saying that Spence don't want to fight him. What I'm saying is Spence's team knows that when he gets in the ring with him, that's gonna be the end of something.
It's always the team. I bet Spence probably wants to fight too, but it's always the
Spence ain't a punk.
It's always the people in the background that be trying to dictate your fights and stuff like that. That's the worst part about
Terrence Crawford is the best fighter in boxing.
I'm only listening to them guys if them guys been in the ring. You on my team and you don't box. Shut the hell up.
But see, it's not. And when I say his team, I'm talking about not even his boxing man. I'm talking about his financial team. It was more about money. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what boxing is about right now.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll make a big bag.
Right. But so you build it up. It's been happening. It happened with Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, but
by the time that happened, nobody really wanted to. They just watched it just to watch it.
They still made a ton of money. How much did Floyd make?
They would have made more if they fought when they needed to fight, bro.
They wouldn't
what
have.
you talking about?
They wouldn't have, though.
Yeah, they would have.
If they would have, then they would have fought then. That's what I'm telling you.
Mayweather's a smart man. He let you age before he beats the brakes off you.
No.
He makes the fight easier.
And then what else we got? We got Teofimo and Teofimo and Sander Martin.
Yeah. And, to be honest, I don't know who's gonna win this because Teo he hasn't been looking too great. So hopefully he comes back looking strong. And I don't know who this other guy is.
Yeah. Pedro, you know about Martin?
Not a damn thing.
So,
I'm not watching this.
Yeah, I'll see the results. I'm probably not gonna watch it
These
either.
fights, they're not exciting, you know what I mean? That's what I'm into. I agree with both of you guys.
Okay, cool. I thought I was just being mean.
Nah.
Just being mean.
And then before we got on here, we talked about Tank and was it Ryan Garcia? They agreed. They agreed.
But before he's fighting Hector. Hector's not too bad. Hector's a good fighter. But Tank is Tank.
When Tank be talking trash to your training team and letting you know he about to knock you out,
Tank is Tank.
Tank would sound a little crazy online though.
What?
Sound a little spooked.
What?
He's talking about better be a clean fight, better not be this, better not be that. I'll be honest.
When
I see Ryan Garcia, I don't even consider him even being that type of guy.
Did you see the video of Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson had Ryan Garcia and he had Tank on FaceTime?
No, what happened?
Oh, you didn't see it? Nah, that was it.
When he was salsa.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was salsa because he was like getting him. They was talking trash to each other, getting him to do the, like he was telling Tank like, yo, this dude say he's gonna knock you out. Mike was like instigating it and stuff.
Yeah, you see that video?
Nah, I gotta see. I love Mike being like the elder statesman, older brother to these young boxers because they need a voice like that who's been through it all.
And Mike posed their card too.
Yeah.
Mike posed their card. He don't hold no punches on him. Like, he said he's better than you. He said he's gonna whip your ass.
That's Iron Mike Tyson.
You don't have to hold no punches.
He says it right to their face. He says it right to their face.
Man, that's Iron Mike. What can they say? What can they do as a rebuttal?
He don't have to hold no punches when you can't even hold his.
What they gonna do as a rebuttal?
You can't take that hit.
No, Mike 50-something. He's still dangerous.
He still got them hands.
You heard Roy?
Yeah.
Roy is one of the greatest.
Definitely.
So boxers lined up some good fights for 2023. Hopefully we get some mega fights, some more mega fights in 2023. That's all the fans want. So
I could talk about Terrence Crawford all night.
Yeah,
he's the best. He's the best fighter in boxing.
There's a lot of them, man.
There's a lot of good fighters.
Now, there's a lot of good fighters in that weight class, man. There's a lot of them.
There's so many boxers too.
But there's only one Terrence Crawford.
I know. There's a lot of them, bro.
Boxing, the thing about boxing is so many fighters.
I've seen him. I've seen him live.
Is Haney? Are they all in the same weight class, or Haney lighter than them?
Haney's lighter. But I seen Charlo live. I seen Crawford live. I seen Gary Russell Jr. Let me tell you, Crawford is the best one out of all those dudes, bro. I'm telling you.
Haney 135.
Haney.
135.
I don't understand how these people.
He's very good too.
Yeah, Haney's nice.
Haney lightning.
But
he lightning.
Don't sleep on
But Haney got the attributes. He's taller for his division. He got the reach, but he don't have no power. He's not knocking nobody out.
He's so fast. He don't need it.
But
fast.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Shakur Stevenson.
Oh yeah, Shakur's one of the best.
But they all got to go through Haney though because
he got all the belts.
He's a smart guy.
He's undisputed.
He's a smart guy.
He's undisputed. So they do got to go through him.
So you gotta come see me.
But he's probably gonna move up to 140. You know what I'm saying?
He needs to.
Shakur's going to take over that whole division, Pedro.
That 135 is crazy to me.
Well, remember, Devin Haney, he's undisputed.
Right.
135 shot.
That's what I'm saying. He's undisputed, but
he's got to defend the belts a few times. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, a couple of them guys want to see him.
True.
They have to see him. You got to see him.
I like Shakur. I like Shakur.
I like them all,
it's a good time. All right, we got to get into our high school sports segment. All right, we got interviews, we got highlights. I'm surprised you didn't ref at the Zero Gravity Prep Classic. I thought I'd see you.
Oh,
up there.
yeah?
Oh man, there was some guys out there.
Oh, you ref now?
I've been ref.
You on the dark side?
I'm on the dark side, the light side.
Oh man.
First up,
The high side, the low side.
Dark side.
First up, we got St. John's Prep head coach Brian St. Pierre. Third state title. He was extremely happy about this. Was like his most impressive one, and it was like the most joyful one for him. So check this out.
All right, coach. Third one. How special is this one for you?
This one's extra special. I mean, it's sweet. I can't lie. Nobody really gave us a chance to win this game. We heard what they're saying. We read what they're saying, and our guys just believed, and that's the best part about them. They believe.
Defensively, what did you guys do to shut them out pretty much? They were scoring 50 points with them. How did you guys slow them out?
Like we did all year, play our scheme and play really hard. There were no secrets. We didn't do anything extra special. We know what they were. Great team, great quarterback, but we got really good players on that side of the ball too. So we just played our scheme and did what we were coached to do.
Quarterback went out, Aiden came back in, threw a touchdown pass. Carson ran hard. How happy are you for those guys that they were able to do?
It's great. It was a total team effort. Aiden came in, threw that big touchdown. Carl came in, managed the whole thing in the second half. I thought 28, Carson Brown, that was his best game. That's his signature. He just put a signature game on his career. He runs so hard. He's just, I admire him, how tough he is and how hard he runs.
All right, folks, congratulations once again.
Thanks, Mukala. I appreciate it.
All right, next up, we got St. Mary's head coach, Coach Driscoll, after the game. This was another impressive win by St. Mary's. This was
St.
their
Mary's,
first one.
congratulations.
Yeah, definitely. I think the last one they won was like
I ain't got
2016.
David Brown, you went off, bro.
See what I got on.
Yes,
Good
sir.
job, D.
Check it out.
All right, Coach. I mean, you talked about how talented this team was from the beginning of the season.
Oh, yeah.
And how, just for your seniors.
Seems like the other day we were at Manning playing Kip the first week, and I said to you, I think we got a special group here, and I think it's a special group. Obviously, they did everything you asked them to do, worked hard, made plays when they had to be made, and they competed every down, which was great. It was a great way to finish at a great place.
Throughout the injuries, guys being out, guys coming in, how happy are you with their perseverance throughout every struggles that they had?
The football season's a grind. You get into week 5 and 6. There's really no one that's very healthy all the way. But at the same time, we've had competitive kids that showed up ready to work and get better each day.
What did you guys do to stop them offensively after that first drive? And you guys really took them out of the game and they didn't really do much after that.
Yeah, well, that first drive, like I said, they kept it for 9 minutes. They grinded. We were kind of expecting that, especially if they got the ball first, because when you're playing offense like that, you have to settle into the football game. And I think for the most part, we did that going forward after that stop. One of the first 4th down spots, I thought we started getting some momentum. Then going faster on offense, a little no huddle going there, got us going too, so it was good.
Performance to go
That's a memorable show here for Super Bowls. 3 touchdowns, I believe, or 4 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, okay, and almost 200 yards rushing. I mean, that's something. He played quarterback, he played safety. He's the guy who does it all for you, and you need guys like that to win a championship.
State champion.
State feels great. Feels great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Toad's the worst.
And we are back.
You're the worst.
Speaking of Tone, they're playing at St. Mary's this Friday. Bush Academy.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he hit me up today.
What time they playing?
3:45.
I'll be there.
3:45. They're playing at St. Mary's.
Saturday?
Friday. They're playing against Bradford Christian Academy.
One thing I'm gonna send a message to my boy. I seen Ali at the gym. He got the MVP. We had a little conversation. He got played the game.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, 26 points.
How Ali coming back to St. Mary's.
Nah, definitely. So what I'm saying to
shout out to
is,
Dave and Antonio for that. That's dope.
You better put a show on.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I don't care if you go over 16. Put some shots up though.
No, if you go there, you gonna just don't try not to look at the Bradford Christian coach, because you will be laughing the whole game, because he's a heckler. He heckles the ref the whole game. He's one of them coaches that.
I mean, we prep school kids, so we know.
Like I be trying, like I was filming them Friday, Sunday, and I just the stuff he be saying to the ref and the stuff he be doing, I just be like, yo, this dude's crazy. But I mean, he got some players though. Yeah, he got some players. You know
what I'm interested to see? How Dave Brown little Dave jumps right into basketball.
We'll see.
That's gonna be.
They
dope
play
to
right.
see.
They play right after. So the girls, St. Mary's girls.
One thing I will say about those guys, they do find time to get their work in, because I'll be at Lights Out sometimes, so I see a couple of them getting their work in. That's one thing.
Even during the football season.
Yes.
Yeah, that's dope.
If you're gonna be a 2-sport athlete, don't have the nerve to come to your second sport out of shape. You better be putting in that work while you're playing your other sports, because there's people that's trying to take your spot.
Yeah,
facts
for sure.
And I'll be honest, at this level now, there's so many kids in this city that can play. They're not gonna wait for that 2-3 weeks for you to get in shape, because somebody's already on your tail.
Yeah, they're on
Definitely.
Oh, they better be on you.
Yeah,
definitely. Let's jump back into some more player interviews. First up is my guy, Ernie Panes Jr. He transferred to St. Mary's. Got the chance to, get on the stage and make some plays. He made some plays during this postseason, especially when Dave got hurt against Linfield. He came in there, had like over 100 yards. So shout out to Ernie. Check this out.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's a dream right here.
What did you guys do after their first drive to slow them down?
We just read their plays, been watching film for the last 2 weeks on them. We just kept studying what they've been doing.
And for you came here, this is an opportunity that you wanted to get a chance to play this season. How do you feel that everything that you dreamed up to transfer to St. Mary's, it really came to fruition?
Man, I can't even believe it. So many thoughts going through my brain right now. This is a dream come true.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
And And we are back. All right, next up, David Brown Jr. He was the most valuable player of the game.
Definitely, man.
Buck 95, 3 rushing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown.
Yo, he's a
pretty
beast.
much put on a show. That's the way to go out for your last game in a football jersey.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Congrats, man.
Yo,
definitely
he
congrats.
balled out, bro.
Definitely.
Good job, David.
Check this out.
All right, Dave. 4 touchdowns. You broke that 62-yarder. What was working for you guys on offense?
Sorry, speed. We knew we were a faster team out there, so we had to use it to our advantage.
All right, after their first drive, what did you guys do to slow down their defense, to slow down their offense?
Just gang tackling over there. Everyone was getting to the ball out there, so we know we had to tackle as a team.
For you were hurt before a pivotal game. Anything to come to this point, just talk about how happy you are, you're feeling right now.
Yeah, going into that, after that Williams game, everyone told me that I probably wouldn't play the rest of the season with a sprained ankle. So it hurt me a lot, and then my team was able to get that next win, and then from there we played as a team.
How happy are you to end your season, the senior season with the ring? I feel you guys came so close last year.
Yeah, it's probably the best moment of my 4 years here, going off with a big bang, so it felt really good.
All right, man, you got one in basketball, you got one in football. How does it feel just to get in both sports?
I don't even know yet. It hasn't really sunk in.
All right, man, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, and we are back. Oh, that kid's name's Tony. Remember the kid we see at the gym? He
was balling?
Yeah, he was.
Well, get him on the show now. So
He was.
He probably got some stats.
He was. He made a few tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, and too, he came up to us the other day and he was like, "We made it to the chip," and I go, "Bro, the standard's higher, bro. We don't care about making it there. You gotta win it." So hey, now you see why I was being super sarcastic. Congratulations, my guy.
And he was a contributor.
Yeah, and the standard gotta stay high.
All right, the other guy we saw him with, Tommy Falaska, the offensive lineman. He also shout out to Dave. He also won MVP for their conference. He got MVP for the conference. They announced it the other day. Actually, they announced it yesterday. Yeah, he got that. Shout out to him.
Balling, man. Congrats.
But check this one out with Tommy Falaska, offensive lineman, defensive lineman.
Man, you guys came out here, slow start for defense. They scored on their first drive, but that was it. What did you guys do to slow down their offense?
We knew they were going to lean on us a lot. They were going to have a long drive. Our coach was telling us going into the week. But now, seeing that drive, we knew that we were going to have to fly off the ball and get in the backfield, make every play after that. And that's what we really did.
Offensively, what was working for you guys?
Offensively, I really think that we really worked on getting onto backer, really. Me and Adrian Lule really got on backers that really helped our offensive line get blocks up front.
How sweet it is that you guys came so close last year and you guys were able to come back and actually turn the tables.
I think it's awesome, man. I think last year it was really heartbreaking losing to Abington, but they were a really good team. And then the Final Four again this year, Rockland, a great team. And then coming into this week, we knew it was going to be a really hard battle.
All right, man, you're going out as Spartan, as a state champion. How does it feel, your last game? You got yourself a ring.
It's awesome, man. I've been here for 5 years, and I was here in 8th grade when we lost, and it's the worst feeling ever. Coming out on top, this has to be the better feeling in my life. I love it.
All right, Tommy, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, next up we got my man Derek. I love talking to Derek. He gives me some of the best interviews. I love talking to him.
Guys.
Check out Derek.
Shout out D. Good, congratulations, Derek.
Congrats, cuz he grew up to be a nice young man.
Yes, he did. That's one of my favorite people too.
I went to school with his aunt. It was like, and then his dad. He looks just like his dad. I mean, I be looking at him like, bro, you look just like your dad. But check this out.
All right, Derek. I mean, it's been a mission of you to get back to the point where you guys have a chance to win a state championship ever since last year's Final Four loss. How happy or how satisfying is it that you guys were able to accomplish this year?
I'm really happy. Last year, we lost big parts of our team, and people didn't think we'd be the same team. But it feels good to be back here, and we're not back here, but to finish now, and to make it all the way to Gillette, and finish off with an overall great season. Finish playing at Fenway, and finishing off with the win at Gillette.
You always talk about how you guys are always underrated, or how you guys are always the underdogs. This year it seems like you guys every matchup it was the running game. You guys used the running game to kind of impose your will on the team. And after the game, you guys were the state champs from the previous years. How much confidence did that give you coming into this one?
I just thought, we're always, in these big games, we're always predicted to lose. People would never think we could finish. I feel like this year, we finished out all those big games, and it just took, our line, finishing, our backs finishing, and our great coaching too.
Personally, for you, how does it feel to go out this senior year with one of these after coming off your junior year with the state championship in basketball?
It feels great, facing all the injuries I did, it just feels good to be healthy and, finish off the season. It just feels like like a movie, you mess up the first year, then you finish it all the way through the next time you get it. So, it feels good.
What's the most memorable moment you're going to have as playing in the sparring unit?
I'm not going to lie. Me and David have been doing this since freshman year together, and the most memorable moment was there, a minute left in the game, we get the last stop, we get the ball back, and me and him look at each other and realize we did it. Like, we did it again, too, for basketball, and we did it. We finished it as seniors. It feels good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, before we get into our next interview, we got to give a big shout out to our guy, Jared Wallace. He got himself one of the best coaches, O-line, D-line coaches out there.
Brother.
Just an overall great human, one of my favorite people.
Yeah. We've known him since
I'm his mama's favorite person.
Jared, we got to get up, man. We got to get up. His son's about to be in high school.
What?
Oh, that's awesome.
I know, he has a stepdaughter already in school.
Yeah, he was telling me his son was doing his the school tours and stuff.
That's dope, man.
He did a great job, man. And you could see the difference in the defense from last year to this year.
Hey, man, that was one of the
huge.
That was one great athlete that Jared was. Great athlete.
To hoop, to do it all. One thing I will say though, congrats to the Prep again. Coming from a young man whose dad won the first Super Bowl for the Prep, it's just good to see them continuing their success.
86, 85?
Yeah, it was like 85. I'm born 85. It was like 84, 85.
Okay, yeah.
So because
they had
a lot of Prep connections.
Then he went to MCI right after that. He had no eligibility left.
All right, let's get into this. We're talking about the Prep, so let's get into these Prep interviews. First up, we got Marquise Avery. Makes some big plays out there.
Oh, man. Good run.
Yeah, pretty much like Coach Saint told me we're gonna come here and we're gonna win a ring, and I was like, I'm down. And I came here and that's what we did. And I'm glad we won a game with my brothers. I feel so good.
What did you do defensively? You guys were making a lot of plays. What did you guys do just to shut them out? They were scoring 50 points per game. You guys shut them out. How did you guys do it?
Yeah. So we were practicing hard the whole week, and we knew we could shut them down, and we knew we were the underdogs, so we came in this game and shut them down.
How happy are you for the seniors to just go out on this with the ring?
I feel so happy for my brothers. They deserve it. All of them been working hard the whole year, and we came out here and won a ring.
And for yourself accomplishing this, how are you for yourself that you were able to do this?
Yeah, for sure. I feel real good. I came here, and all I wanted to do was win with my brothers, and that's what we did. I feel real good.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
The way he moves in the pocket, man.
Yeah, all right, next up we got Jesse O'Fury. That's another Lynn connection right there.
Yeah, man. Jesse, congratulations, Jesse, going to Rutgers. Good job, buddy.
Definitely a good guy. His brother's in the transfer portal right now.
Okay.
All right.
I actually talked.
Stuff like that.
I just love seeing any kid
He's
do
a
well.
good kid, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Real good kid. I talked to him, soft-spoken, but very intelligent.
Definitely.
I met his parents, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a good
dude,
guy.
man.
Good guy. I love
Congratulations, Jerry.
Yeah,
Jesse.
some of these guys I love talking to after the game because it's they're kind of seasoned with the talking. Granted, they don't do it often, but when I do talk to them out there, it's yo, y'all are good at this.
Yeah, they're real
y'all
good.
ready.
I see a career for them.
Right? So check this out.
Okay, man. When I talked to you guys the last time, you guys said you guys are out to beat the point. Probably one of the biggest upsets in state history. You guys shut them out. How did you guys shut them out?
I mean, it all started with our defense and our guys believing in each other. I mean, we knew no one was gonna believe in us. We knew they're talking about all day. They're the number one offense in the state. Their quarterback, how fast they are and everything. So we just had to lock in extra at practice, and we just knew we just had to go get it.
Offensively, you guys did just enough to score. How does it feel just to know how you guys started the season and how you guys just finished it with all the injuries and everything you guys went through?
Man, it's a marathon, not a sprint. That's the mindset we had to have. I mean, we had a lot of guys banged up throughout the whole season. I myself was banged up, missing a couple of games. Our starters, our captains all banged up. But man, it's about the team, man. It's always about the team. We just kept going, and I'm just thankful for everything, man. We really wanted this. Nobody believed in us, man. Like, I remember in the weight room, every day we working. We working saying we want it, and now we here and we won it.
You're a senior, you're going out with a state title. You're gonna be out to Rutgers. Just how happy are you to just go out this way?
Man, I'm blessed. That's all I can say. I'm blessed. I'm favored to be in this school, in this program, and just, man, that's all I can say. I'm just blessed.
Bro.
All right, next up we got Stephon Patrick.
Yeah.
We got him.
Congratulations, Stephon, man.
Todd
I love
over
you.
here holding his bladder.
I love you, man. Good job.
Check this out.
All right, Stephon, you told me after the BC game, you guys just need to hold yourselves accountable. You guys do the little things, you guys will be fine. And since then, you guys have been 10 in a row. Just how happy are you that you guys are able to go on that streak and pull out this big upset?
Oh, I'm beyond happy. If you looked in the paper, everyone had us losing. Some people had them scoring 50. Our defense didn't like that. They put up 0 points. They did the little things. They made sure he couldn't get out of the pocket that much. They stayed to the wide receivers on the scrambles. Those little things, those are the important things. Those are the things that lead to championships.
Offensively, you guys did just enough, score just enough. But what was the mentality coming into this one? What mentality you guys had?
We knew it was going to be a dogfight. We have faith in our defense to hold them to a low enough score for us to get there. We knew what the weather was going to be like. We knew it was going to be hard to pass the ball. So we just pushed our O-line, pushed Carson, and it worked out.
You guys have probably had two of the biggest upsets in our state titles history. In 2019, they were heavy favorites. You guys ran them out the field.
Yep.
This year, they were heavy favorites. You guys just did the same thing. How happy are you that you guys are always the underdogs, but you guys always face the adversity?
Oh, we love it. We love it. We don't like people expecting a lot from us. We love that. We love to prove people wrong. And that's what happens. Everyone, all year, we've been getting disrespected. All year, no one picked us to win. Look what happened. What happened?
You're a state champion. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels great. It feels great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So whatever.
All right, and we are back. I just want to say shout out to Steph. Every time I've talked to him, the 3 times I've talked to him, he's given me some of the best interviews I've had during this season. So shout out to the dude. Yeah,
I see your career. I see your career.
Me
for
too.
him in that.
I see a career in communications.
Communications, pup. Communications.
Or start a YouTube channel.
See, I call him pup.
Yeah,
He gave his secret name.
Tell him to start a YouTube channel. All right, last of our interview.
I know
Call him a dog.
Yeah, I'm the dog.
Last
I'm
of
the
our
dog. See, don't get me started. I'm the dog.
Last of our interviews, we got Jonell. Hey, this is what he came. He told me this is what he came back for. Check it out. He's a 2-time state champion.
Jonell, shout out to Jonell.
Definitely.
That's a beast right there.
Oh, he got Player of the Year too.
Yeah, Player of the Year. Player of the Year, man.
The clip, bro.
Pedro's about to go.
That's all good. Player of the Year, Jonell. You need to run that.
That's all right. They see all right, Cubs.
All right, so now you said this is what you came back for.
Yup.
I mean, you're a 2-time state champion here at this program. How happy are you with the success this team had this season?
Man, I'm so happy for this team, man. I'm happy for everyone. We worked so hard this summer. We worked hard. That's really why I came back. It's different. I got to play one last year with my brothers. First year, we won one. Last year, I'm going out with a ring, another one. So, it just feels amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, and the first year when you guys won it, you guys were heavy underdogs.
Yes, sir.
This year, you guys were heavy underdogs. How did you guys just slow down on the sports events?
To be honest, being the underdog just motivates us. That just made us want to push even harder. They said we wasn't a fourth quarter team, and we came out here and they wasn't a fourth quarter team. They had 0 points. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, and how happy you from Aiden? He came back. Aiden, he's been out. He's been on the bench. He came in through that touchdown, helped to get you guys on the board. How happy are you for him just to get the opportunity to put you guys on the board?
It was big. We battled a lot of things with the quarterback situation this year, but we trust every quarterback we have. So it was big for him to come out here and make that play.
All right, you're going out the state champion, y'all, to Georgia.
Yes, sir. You said what?
storybook ending for you going out as a state champion, heading off to Georgia. Just explain this whole ride.
I dreamed of this. I turned this dream to reality. Hard work. It's putting in work every single day. God blessed me with my talent, so now I get to take my talent onto the biggest stage.
All right, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
781.
All right, we are back.
Dope.
Shout out to Joe.
That's dope.
Quickly before we get into our highlights, we'll give shout out to Jonell because y'all known him since he was a kid.
Yeah, I know
Me
him
and
since
Todd
he was a
used to
kid.
see him and his brother at the gym all the time working out,
Put in
getting there
work.
working. So
That
it's
kid
like
put in work.
Good for him.
Since he was.
Pop's a good guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, Joel,
I was telling them he used to play one-on-one with me at the Lynn Y and the side hoops
Really
when I was
good
a
dude.
young man. So
I grew up. He used to play hoop with me. Like, we used to. Hoop in the,
all y'all
down the
kind of
hood.
just put me under y'all wing, so I just thankful. You know what I mean? If we're able to pay it forward and give them kids
Pedro, you
advice.
knew his dad too?
So no. I have to see him. I don't remember.
I'll show you a picture.
I was telling Pete he definitely seen him before. He's definitely played on the basketball court with him before. Just
And if you
didn't know
saw
that
him, it was probably him, Omar, Antonio.
Right, that's what I said.
and
Antonio,
young
Soto, Bolo,
Young
all them.
Bolo. Like,
All them.
Yeah,
Shout out to them
Him
dudes
and Bolo
too.
related, right?
Antonio and
they
Bolo
all
brothers,
family.
but Antonio, Bolo a couple years
Antonio-
younger, so that's why I say young Bolo, because when Antonio was playing,
they
we
family.
were all young.
Yeah, definitely.
They're all family.
We're going to get into our highlights. All right, check this out. The prep highlights against Central. So long, this is a long show.
Good kid.
All right, and we are back. All right, check this out. St. Mary's Stoneham highlights. Check these out.
Great season. We've been talking about this since day one, and it's just been effort and work, and like just having fun. That's all it is. That's all it is, baby.
Let's go. No better feeling in the world, man.
All right, NFL top 10 plays. Check these out.
Parents, man, because like you said, they don't even understand.
Yeah. And we are back. Okay, we are back. All right, let's get into our game picks. You know, this is the longest show we ever had. Quick reminder.
Yeah, it is. It's a Red Cup show.
It's a Red Cup show. Yeah, we don't mind. Next week will be our last show of the year because our favorite producer, he's going on his vacation. He needs his time.
Oh, P.
He needs his peace. So Pedro's going on vacation. So we're going on vacation too because the show doesn't work without Pedro. So you know, our favorite producer, he's going on vacation. He needs it.
I appreciate that, guys. I'm gonna miss you.
He needs it. But we'll be back January. You know, we'll be back January
4th.
January 4th.
Right.
We'll be back talking more trash.
I was gonna say something ignorant.
We'll be back talking more trash to y'all. All right, let's get into it. Our picks. Quickly before we do that, Celtics.
Oh.
Brown and Tatum. You always talked about how, you know, they're like yin and yang, and it's just like, now this year it's looking like
they figured it out.
1A, 1B, and it's like they look like they figured it out.
And Brown realized, you know what? Let me take a step back. Just because Tatum is just a matchup nightmare.
And you know what the crazy thing is?
For anyone.
Yeah, like.
And you know what the crazy thing is? Tatum will have like 35 and Brown will have 30.
Yeah.
So it's like they figured that.
You know what the best thing about it all is? W's. They're winning. They're both scoring 30.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
They're winning.
I forgot Hobo played for West Virginia. I totally forgot that was him.
He did. The coach.
The coach. He was a point guard.
I think he was
Joe.
good.
Joe was nice.
Yeah. I didn't even process it. You know, when you guys get older, they don't really look the same. It's
he's like your age, actually.
No, he's younger. He's 34.
Damn.
And I'm looking like this.
All right. Game picks. Las Vegas. The Raiders and the Rams. The Raiders have been on a roll.
I'm going with the Raiders.
Definitely. Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams. They're killing.
Raiders.
Jets, Buffalo.
I'm going, you know what?
Bills.
I'm going with the Bills because they actually have a good game plan.
Where they
It's
playing?
in Buffalo, so I'm going with the Bills. Cleveland at Browns.
Ooh.
Time out. That was wrong. Cleveland at Browns?
Cleveland at Browns. That's the liquor talking.
Yes, it definitely is. So what's the game?
Cleveland at Bengals.
I'm going with the Bengals at home.
I'm going with the Bengals because I don't understand how Watson can even play in them games. Like, after what I saw last weekend, it was nothing but defensive success.
Houston at Dallas.
I got Dallas.
I'm going with Dallas too.
I'm going to go with Dallas.
Yeah, go with
That's
Dallas.
an easy pick. That's an easy pick.
Minnesota at Detroit.
Ooh.
Jamal Williams got 14 rushing touchdowns for the Lions.
No, Lions been doing me all right, but I got Minnesota.
I got to go with the Lions, I think.
I think we're going to have one of them Kirk Cousins games where you're like, this is why you can't have trust in him. So
I think I'm going with the Lions on this one.
I'm with you on the Lions.
I hope not.
Jacksonville at Tennessee. Yeah, same here, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Philadelphia at Giants. Giants been playing really well, though.
I got Philly.
Yeah, I'm going.
Giants been playing better.
I'm going with Philly, too.
I'm going to go with Philly on the road. But it's going to be a tough game.
Tough game. Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
Oh, my
God, bro. Pittsburgh without my guy at quarterback. It's not happening.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm picking the Ravens. It's because I can't pick the Steelers.
Jackson.
I think they should never win a game
Lamar
again.
Jackson's playing, but yeah.
I got Ravens, man. I can't pick the Steelers.
The Ravens?
Kansas
I
City.
can't pick the Steelers,
Kansas City at Denver. That Russell Westbrook trade is looking worse and worse.
Bro, Kansas, yo, when you lose Jackson and you can't even score. Yeah,
KC, yo.
KC.
Kansas City, bro.
Tampa at San Fran. Brady going back to the Bay Area, going back home.
Yo, I got Tampa Bay, man. They've been all right.
They have been all right. Brady, I think that stat says 2-0 after the divorce.
I go with the Niners.
Yeah, I'm going with the Niners too because of that pass rush. Carolina at Seattle. This will be a
Seattle.
What you mean? It's gonna be what?
Dolphins at Chargers.
Dolphins.
Wait a minute. That's in LA though.
Yeah.
They both warm.
I gotta go with LA.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
I gotta go with the Chargers.
With the Dolphins. And Monday Night Football, it's the Pats and the Cardinals.
Okay.
I wish I could pick, but we gotta go with the Pats.
I done spilled my drink on this paper. Y'all can't see it, but it's on this paper. The Red Cup show got spilled once again.
We don't never root against the Pats. Unfortunately, sometimes.
I wish I could pick, but
once again,
we're gonna go with the Pats.
This is one of our longer shows. We don't normally do that, but we gotta. Tomorrow's my guy's birthday.
Happy birthday to
My
T.
bladder is feeling it.
Red Cup.
Happy birthday, Junior.
Make sure when you see him tomorrow, buy him a drink.
I was the only junior on the show.
There's 4 juniors in here.
TJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Junior, baby.
Okay, junior.
No, check it out.
I was the only junior here.
Check it out. There's 4 juniors in the building.
Really?
Dave's
All
a
of us?
junior too.
Okay.
I got Dave. He's a junior
We'll
too.
say, man,
Pedro, you a
don't be
junior?
calling me junior.
Yeah, Paige is-
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not a junior.
Oh, you're not the junior.
Nah, his name is, his family name is crazy.
I got somebody named after me, but he's not a
he got
junior.
his name,
No.
My nephew named after me, but he's not a junior. Yeah. But yo, check us out. LCTV After the Whistle, Instagram, lyntv.org. Stevie will be back at some point again, probably during the playoffs. We always, the trio, whenever
Please
we're
bring
here.
me back.
We'll be here he'll be back for the playoffs.
This is so
I might not
fun.
make it.
We out of here. It was a great show. This was one of our better shows.
Yeah, definitely.